Alright guys, Mr. Nolan back here again. Alright guys, so this is your first homework back from the winter break. This is homework 6.1a. I know it says pre-AP because this is the pre-AP homework. If you are in regulars, you will have some of the same problems. Now I am not going to be solving all these problems. I'm going to help you set them up using the percent bars. You will go finish them on your own later. So let's look at number 1. An estimated 3 out of every 25 men are left-handed. What percent of the men are left-handed? So let's start with our little percent bar. From our notes, the top left corner is our part. The top right corner is our whole. The very bottom is our percents. This would be a percent given. This one right here would be 100%. So it tells us 3 out of every 25 men are left-handed. So the 25, well, that's how many people were surveyed. That's your whole. 3 of them were left-handed. That's your part. Alright, there's your setup. You do have a good scale factor somewhere, but I'm going to have you finish solving for this on your own. I set it up, you solve it. Number 2, Esteban has a big jar of change in his room. He has 60 total coins, 24 of them are pennies. What percentage of the coins are pennies? So here we go. Here's our nice little percent bar. Part, whole, and here's 100%. Now, what represents my whole? Well, good, right here. The 60 total coins, that's your whole. 24 of them are pennies. Well, if you look, to go from 24 to 60 is not a good scale factor. To go from 60 to 100, that's also not a good scale factor. But here's what I can do. I can simplify 24 and 60. Well, you know what number goes into both 24 and 60 evenly? 12 does. So 24 divided by 12 is 2. 60 divided by 12 is 5. Well, look at that. Don't I have a good scale factor now to go from here to here? Whatever that scale factor is, you have to do it on this side as well, and then you will solve for that piece right there. Now make sure if you're solving for a percent on like numbers 1 and 2, you must put the percent sign behind your answer. If you don't, it's going to be counted wrong. Okay, let's look at number 4 now. What is 20% of 180? So let's set up our percent bar. Little typo there, I'm sorry. Got ahead of myself. There it is. Now, what is my part? Given this information, what is my part? Some of you are going to say 20. And then some of you are going to say 180. Well, that was a trick question. There is no part here. Notice this says 20%. It gives us this percent right here. It's asking for 20% of 180. So if you have $180, what is 20% of it? So the 180 represents your whole. Well, look at this. You have a good scale factor. You're going to go finish solving. You're going to be solving for a part right there. You're solving for the part. Alright, number 5. This is a very tough problem. Danny is shopping at the mall and spots a sale on sweaters for 35% off. If the sweater costs $118, how much will he save? So again, set up your percent bar. Okay. Before the sweater went on sale, how much did it cost? Good, it costs $118, so that's your whole. But Danny bought it on sale for 35% off. So if that's 35% off, what percent did he pay? Well, let's see. 100 minus the 35% off. That means Danny paid only 65% for that sweater. That's very nice. Well, if you notice, there's no good skill factor no matter where you go. So here's what you do. You take how much it costs, and you multiply it by the percent he paid for it. What is 65% as a decimal? Well, good, it's just 0.65. So let's go ahead and do the math. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 4 is 9. 5 times 1 is 5. Second row, add a 0. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Add straight down. Move your decimal back. So you're going to get $76.70. And some of you are like, all right, I'm done. No, you're not done. The question says, how much will he save? Well, this is how much it originally cost. This is how much he actually paid for it. So subtract those two numbers. And once you do all the math, Danny saved $41.30. Alright, let's flip to the back. Now, again, if you are in regulars, some of these questions you still have. Some of y'all, I think you'll actually have 1 through 9 is the same. I think pre-AP has 10 through 13, a little extra. Alright, let's set up number 6. Again, making your percent bar. The table shows the results of a survey for a class's favorite subject. Based on the results, 32% of the 25 students chose math as their favorite subject. How many chose math? Well, notice it gives me a percent. That percent goes down here. It also tells us 25 of the students were surveyed. So that's how many were surveyed. Your goal is to figure out how many of them liked math. Guys, what's your scale factor from there to there? And then look at your arrow. You're going to go in the opposite direction. So whatever operation you do here, you got to do the opposite operation over here. All right, let's set up one more. Number 7. 35 is 20% of what number? So, here we go. It gives us a percent again. Now it tells us 35 is 20% of what number? So the 35 is equivalent to the 20%. So what you're solving for is the whole. Okay, well, look at this. You got your scale factor right there. All right, guys, I did a lot of setting up. You will do the solving. Okay, pre-AP, I'm going to let you try. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do number 11 really fast for pre-AP. So if you're in regulars, you can go ahead and turn off this video. Okay, pre-AP. Look at number, let's see, look at number 11. The average fine for entering a national forest wilderness without a permit increased from $65 to $78. What rate of increase is this? Ooh, this is a tough problem because this is something that we're actually going to be covering like on Thursday. This is going to be like a 2-day deal. Okay, so I just want to show you this so at least you can see what it looks like. So to go from 65 to 78, that is a change of $13. That's a change of $13. You now have to put that over the original amount. What was the original amount before the increase? The original amount was $65. Okay. Well, now look at this. We have a fraction. How can you convert a fraction into a decimal? Top and bottom out. Can 65 go into 13? No, it cannot. So add your decimal. Add a 0. 65 can go into 130, though, 2 times. But now we have to turn this decimal into a percent. So to turn a decimal into a percent, you move it 2 places to the right. Oh, well, look at that. It was a 20% increase. Now, pre-AP, you might struggle with some of these questions on the bottom, but at least you can see it. Okay. So I still want you to try your best on this. Let's just see what you can do on it first, because this is part of your test coming up in about a week and a half. All right, guys. I hope this video helps. Have a great day, guys. Bye.